Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. We are here with our second Let's Play. Today we're going to be playing, as you can see, Pokemon Gold version. Pretty fun game, definitely my favorite in the series, one of my most nostalgic childhood games. Just really excited to be playing it. Finally, I partially did it once and it really turned out poorly, so we're going to try it again with better equipment and hopefully better learned and acquired skills in editing from when I first did it. So we're just going to go ahead and jump right into it. We might actually do fast text speed just because I just like fast text speed because I guess I can read quickly and I'll read to you guys. ZZZ, what? You woke me up. Will you check the clock for me? What time is it? It is currently not morn. It's a day at 5. It's weird because it's dark here at 5 all the time. But that's fine. How many minutes? 51, oddly enough. Weird time to be recording, I guess. He overslept. Well, if you're getting up at 6 p.m., it's probably oversleeping. Hello, sorry to keep you waiting. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Oak. People call me their Pokemon prof. This world is inhabited by creatures that we call Pokemon. Obviously, because that's the name of the game, the name of the title. Some people play with Pokemon and others battle with them. Thank you, Oak. But we don't know anything about them. There are many mysteries to solve, and I never realized that it was Oak who did the intro to this and not Elm. That's kind of weird, because usually the professor that you deal with is the one that opens up, but never realized that. Just realizing it now. You learn things every day. My name is Eric, as you can tell by the name of my channel, very obviously. And we're about to get... Wait, hold on. Wait for it. We're gonna go on an adventure, and we're getting squashed into a micro guy. So this is our room. Pretty boring, pretty bland. It's a TV. You can't get a potion in this game. It's like the only game that doesn't give it to you. But they do give you one eventually, but it's not on the computer. So, we're gonna go ahead and go downstairs, and we're gonna talk to our mom. Oh, Eric, our neighbor Professor Elm was looking for you. He wanted to have you do something for him. I almost forgot. Your Pokemon gear is back. Oh, great. Okay, so we get Pokegear. Pokemon gear, or Pokegear, is essential if you want to be a good trainer. So it's essential to just basically have a phone. Today is Wednesday. A couple days before New Year's. I think that means it's not daylight savings. I could be very wrong on that, but I guess when it comes daylight, if it becomes daylight savings, we'll come home and fix it, or not fix it, or leave it. I don't know. We might be off by a couple hours. Who knows? So we're gonna go ahead and go down. We're just gonna go straight over to the lab, and there's this weird redheaded stepchild outside of this building against a corner. What are you staring at? Smack! And he punched you like 3 spaces. That's, oh god, that's so funny. I wonder how he does that with the little legs that they have. Their sprites don't have big enough legs for a 3-space boot. Eric, there you are. I need to ask you specifically, a 10-year-old, a favor. He has this acquaintance called Mr. Pokemon, which is the most original name I've ever seen. He's saying something is really important this time. He got an email. I thought everyone was using Pokegear telephones. Emails are so outdated, and this isn't even a computer. This is a Pokemon healing thing, so I don't know how you're sending emails to that. So we get to choose our starter like in every Pokemon game. There's 3 starters. Chikorita, which is by far the worst out of the 3. It's pretty bad against a lot of the gym leaders. We have the middle of the road, in my opinion, Totodile. I think Totodile is a really good option. He's pretty solid. Pretty similar to the Squirtle family, a little bit more offensive. But this region has so many water Pokemon in it, it's really easy to find one. And lastly, we have Cyndaquil, the little fire runt weird thing with his big nose. I'm gonna pick Cyndaquil for a couple reasons. I know it's typically regarded as the best, but I'm gonna use it just because it's the first Pokemon I ever picked, and I don't know, it's just nostalgic to me. And I can pick it because it's my Let's Play, and you can't tell me what to do. I'm gonna name him Cinder. It's very original, but I just feel in my heart that that's his name. It just came to me. So he lives in Cherry Grove, which is north of Cherry Grove, which is the next city. Oh my goodness. And now we get this old man's phone number. So this old man is giving a 10-year-old boy his phone number. And we're gonna walk out. And the aid. So we get up, there's our potion. Don't get out of the PC, but at least you get it. They're always busy, but they're able to give me a potion. Now getting into this game, we're coming into Route 29 here. There's a couple Pokemon you can catch. You can catch a Senrit, which is a good HM user. You can also catch probably a Rattata, and probably a Hoodoo too. I don't know the exact information on that. I can figure it out, but my guide is sitting under my printer, so I'm going blind for the first couple routes. Obviously, these are wild Pokemon encounters. I will be cutting them out for the most part. Oh, and you can catch Pidgeys here. I'll be cutting them out for the most part as the series continues, but for this first episode, I'd like to play it as if it's your first time ever getting into the game, with wild encounters and everything. Just because I feel like the first episode, there's a little bit more to talk about. There's more things I want to say about, like, the series itself and me and, like, I don't know, things that I can talk about. And we're going to tackle this Pidgey. We're going to ram it with our little head, and it's going to die. So it's good to do a couple wild Pokemon battles. If you come up here, you can get a berry. Now, you may be asking, well, Eric, why are you playing Pokemon Gold instead of, well, any other Pokemon, really? You could be playing Crystal, which is the superior version. You could be playing Heart Gold or Soul Silver, which is, like, the newer versions of the DS with better and more advanced mechanics. But the reason I'm picking this is just straight up bluntly is that this is my favorite game of all time, and I really enjoy it. It's a really fun game, and I like the soundtracks. Everything's very nostalgic to me, and I'd really just like to play through it once again and have it recorded just for the future. I think I have a pretty fun idea for a team, so we'll be able to use that. Here we have a Metapod. Wow, that's actually a decent find. You can actually, he's gonna probably just keep hardening, so if I don't kill him fast enough, he's gonna make this really painful. I'm definitely not gonna sit here and spam tackle while this guy uses Defense Curl, because it's all he has, so forget that. We're just gonna come right up here to our objective, which is Mr. Pokemon's house. I'm actually gonna come over here, I'm gonna get this berry, because it's more important to me than Mr. Pokemon. A PSN Cure Berry. It's a poison cure berry that basically heals poison, pretty obvious. They got renamed in the new games to like Ross Berry and Banan Berry and whatever the new berries, Cherry Berry. So this is Mr. Pokemon. He's a creepy dude with a creepy hat. He wants Professor to examine a mystery egg. Well, so he gives this 10-year-old an egg. So he was interested, he gave Professor the information, and there's Professor Oak just chilling. Ah, so you're Eric. I'm Oak, a Pokemon researcher. I was just visiting my old friend Mr. Pokemon. These are very original names here. I heard you were running an errand for Professor Elm, so I waited here. Oh wait, what's this? A rare Pokemon? Let's see. So basically, because of this errand, I'm gonna be fledged to be the future errand giver of all these old men. You gotta treat Pokemon with love and care. I'm dependable. Apparently I have to help him out. It's kind of nostalgic that he ends up giving you a Pokedex like he does in the first game. I don't know. It kind of makes me happy. But he stayed too long. He's gotta get to Goldenrod. He does have a radio show, which we will go over a little bit later. And I'm going to Professor Elm, and I'm gonna get healed up by Mr. Pokemon. Thank you, Mr. Pokemon. And we're gonna get out the door. And Professor Elm is calling us. Hello? Eric, it's a disaster. It's just terrible. What should I do? Oh no, please get back here now. And he's gone. As a kid, I always thought these, like, weird red flowers, I don't know what they were, but they are flowers, and they just always look like wiggly worms to me or something. As I completely ignore the fact that Professor Elm is clearly in some sort of mental state. So we got another random encounter here. Let's see what we got. A Pidgey. How exciting. a level 2 Pidgey. I'm actually going to battle it. I recommend you get up to level 6 before returning to Professor Elm, actually before leaving the city. And obviously, if you haven't played this game, I'm not going to spoil it, but like, everyone's played this game by now, so you probably know what's going to happen. Even if you haven't played it and you've ever played a Pokemon game, you probably know what's going to happen. But man, I love these sprites. There's 15 experience, we're almost there. And I come back and it's turned to night, so as you can see, it's like they have a day and night cycle in this game, which is cool, and a week cycle, so days of the week matter. You can get different items from different people on certain days. Here's a berry. And same with like nights and days, Pokemon show up more or less frequently, which is cool. This guy is like a berry man, and we're gonna start hoarding as many berries as we can. There's a reason for it way in the future, but there is a reason. Hoard berries. That is my telltale to you. If you go into your Pokemon, you can actually see, I think, Cinder is holding an item, which is a berry. So that's neat, and I frickin' ran into a Pokemon. Welcome to the world of Pokemon, where you just keep running into them. And we have a Rattata. I think we could take him down. He's level 4. He'll give us some good experience. That was a critical hit. So a critical hit is a mechanic in this game that doubles your power. It ignores stat boosts as well. So that's very nice. So my defense fell. And we almost got him. He's just gonna keep whipping us with his little tail. That's fine. I'm glad we didn't get low enough to activate our berry, because I'm actually probably gonna gain a level here, which is nice. And I learned Smokescreen. That lowers accuracy, so that's pretty nice. So Cyndaquil's a nice Pokemon. It's a mixed attacker, which means it can attack both physically and specially. I'll go over the stats in a quick moment here, but we're gonna heal here. Heal our one guy. And normally I'll do this off screen as well, but obviously I want to, like I said, make this as if it's like a regular playthrough of your first time. Up here you can actually battle other people. Well, I'm emulating, so I won't be able to, but you can. This old man will give you a town map, but I couldn't be bothered because I don't like him. But we're gonna continue on back, and a redheaded stepchild has appeared. You got a Pokemon at the lab, what a waste on a wimp like you. Don't you get what I'm saying? I'm a 10-year-old, aren't you 10? Like, we're both 10, how are we not wimps? I don't understand what he's going for here. To be fair, I always thought it was a girl. It kind of looks like he's wearing a skirt, not pants, but, hey. Question mark, question mark, question mark, sent out Totodile, so he basically robbed Professor Elm, so I'm guessing that's why he's so frightened. I'm gonna go ahead and leer him a couple times, because his scratches are gonna hurt a little bit. I believe Totodile typically will have a higher attack stat. So Pokemon have 5 different stats. They have attack stat, which is physical damage. Think of things like rock, anything that isn't elemental. So if there's an EV for it, it's the opposite of that. You got defense, which is how you resist physical moves, such as normal moves. Luckily, I have a berry here. You have special attack, which is how well you use special moves. Like I said, think of Eevee, so special attacks in this generation are basically like fire, grass, water. I believe Ghost is actually physical for some reason. They do change it to the individual move in the future, but in this game specifically, it's just based on like the type of move, which definitely inhibits some types of Pokemon. I grew to level 7, so as you can see, the attack, defense, special defense, and speed. So special defense is obviously how well you defend against special attack, and speed is how fast you move. So it's a turn-based game, so whoever has the higher speed goes first. So it's good to have a good speed. Are you happy you won? I got $300 for winning. I like how he challenges me to a battle, calls me a wimp, and then gives me money. I mean, to be fair, if somebody had a fire ferret shooting fire at me, I'd probably give them money too. And he kicks me out of the way again. Like, stop hitting me. Like, what did I do to deserve that? gosh, this game is so wonderful with the soundtrack and everything. I just absolutely love this game. It's so nostalgic to me. We're gonna go ahead and jump on these ledges because it's easier to not run into Pokemon right now when I'm trying to get to my objective. I have a couple more things I want to do in this video before it ends. These videos will be coming out in 30-minute segments, just because I think I can get a good amount done in that time, and I can also, accomplish a lot and just make easy flowing incremented videos. I can have good start and end points, I think, that way. So right here we got a cop who heard there was a Pokemon stolen here. He was getting some information from Elm. It was a young male with long red hair. See, me as a kid, I didn't read, so I didn't see that it said male right there. Did I get his name? No, but I'm gonna name him Dennis. And I just don't know why, but I just feel like Dennis should be his name. I'm just really going on my hunches today. Dennis. I feel like Dennis is a fun name because it's like, ooh, Dennis. Dennis is gonna come hurt you. He says it's terrible. I give him the mystery egg because that's what I was supposed to do, and he leaps backwards. But it's a Pokemon egg. Professor Oak gave you a Pokédex. That's incredible. He is superb at seeing potential of people as trainers. So, because I have an egg and a Pokédex, I'm gonna be the next champion? I mean, makes sense to me. I'm just a child. I don't really know what's going on here. Now you want me to fight gyms? I'm a child. Why are you sending the child out into the world? It doesn't make sense. And this aide is gonna talk to us again. Use these in your Pokédex quest, so we get our first Pokeballs. There's technically 5 of them, but due to limitations of the GBA, probably it says only Pokeball, which is interesting because you could just put an S there in front of the in, but I mean, whatever. I don't make the game. And we're gonna come down here and talk to our mom, who's up doing the dishes, making me a sandwich right now. Wow, that's a cute Pokemon. Where'd you get it? So you're leaving on an adventure. Okay, I'll help too. What can I do for you? No, I don't want you to save my money. It's my money. Your mom can actually buy you stuff like gifts. It's more helpful in the future game just because there's more rare berries, but for now, I'm just not gonna do it. Where's my sandwich? Fresh water and lemonade. That's not a sandwich. Well, I guess I'm going off on my 10-year-old adventure to never see my mother probably again. Here we go. So we're gonna continue on a little bit and be interrupted by this stupid guy. I do not want you to show me how to catch Pokemon. But like I said, catching a Sunret's usually a good idea. They're pretty good. They can learn some water moves if you need a surfing Pokemon, and they can learn like Cut. So if I happen to find one, I'll probably pick one up at some point. I kind of wanted to go over my equipment. I've got a really weird setup. It's really, really odd. So back in the day, I actually would record on my Pokemon Gold cartridge, and I used to record on the Game Boy player on the GameCube, so I had the actual hardware for it, and a different mic and everything. But currently, I'm emulating this on a Mac. I got an M1 Mac, so I'm emulating this with a JLabs microphone, a PS5 controller, and I'm using Twitch's stream share site to just record the video, not stream, but just record the video. It's a really weird setup, but it works. I don't know, it's simple enough for me. Kind of an interesting setup, but is what it is. I edit with Final Cut, which is definitely the best editing software in my opinion. But I'm an Apple snob, so what do I know? And we're gonna continue on this way. You can actually go north here. There's a couple of Pokemon you can catch here that are relatively rare. In Crystal, you can catch a Vampy up here and a couple more, but I don't think it's anything too crazy. And I don't have my guide next to me because I'm just really on top of it today. This is actually my second time attempting to record this today, my third time overall, because the first time my audio was dead, which is really sad. Because that was actually a very good take, and I usually don't have very good takes on my first videos, so I was pretty happy with it. Obviously, there's really not much to do in this town. Believe me, I've been through it a million times. We're gonna continue north. There is something I want to do up here. And get into a wild Pokemon encounter. That is totally not what I wanted. But it actually is what I wanted, because Spinarak is gonna be our first Pokemon. Oddly enough. I was just about to get into the building of my team, but for some reason I want to use a Spinarak. I've never used an Ariados. I think it would be fun to use it as a lead. I plan on having a couple slower Pokemon. Not slow, but slower. So when it comes to some boss fights, I'd like to, you know, have a good Pokemon to slow them down. And we're going to go ahead and throw our first Pokeball. Wiggle, wiggle. Shake, shake, shake. Alright, we got Spinarak, our first Pokemon. I named this hilariously yesterday, and I made a really horrible joke for it. Spinarak, it lies in the same position, waiting for prey. Wow, that's horrifying. I'm gonna name him... I don't know why I decided to name him this last time, but I have to keep it because it's hilarious. I'm naming him Sticky, and I think I got it because of, like, Sticky Web. So his name is Sticky, and that's his name, and everyone will enjoy it. We're actually going to go and heal Sticky real quick, and then we're going to advance north just a little bit more. We're pretty close on the time limit here, but I do what I want. This is my video, so she's telling me I'm out late. We're going to heal again. Like I said, in the future, we'll cut these, and we're going to heal up. We got our new Spinarak. He's going to be a little bit tough to train right away because, well, he's level 3 and he's a stupid Spinarak that has horrible stats. He has one move. He can poison people, so that's kind of cool. I think poison is physical in this game, technically, so I'm actually kind of okay with that because his physical attack is better than his special. We're going to see what kind of damage Spinarak can do up here. We're probably going to do 1 or 2 battles or get caught up into a random encounter with a Rattata. Go Sticky! It's definitely going to outspeed us. I'm going to try to run away. If you get outsped and you try to run, sometimes you can't get away, and that's kind of annoying because they can get a free hit on you. I don't know what the percentage is, but I've always thought it was like 50-50, so I don't know. Here's another Spinarak. As you could see in the top left on the HP bar next on the left of it, there's a little Pokeball there. That means you've already caught it, so I'm not gonna do anything with it other than that. So we can talk to... Well, I guess we don't have to battle this guy, but this is the guy that I do want to battle just because. One more thing, I will be cutting all non-required battles. And I'll be doing it on my own time just to save you guys in the videos from having a long length, but Youngster Joey actually has a little bit of a thing in the franchise of Pokemon. He always appears with a very common Pokemon, and he battles you very early, usually on the first route. Just a little fun fact about him, there's really not much more to it than that. But it's kind of interesting, and that Rattata just smacked me around. And I poisoned him, nice. He did 7 damage, 6 damage, so I should be able to live 1, assuming it's, oh god. He's tail whipping. He gets hurt by poison, so in this game it's weird because he gets hit by poison after he attacks. In the newer games it's just at the end of the turn, but we're gonna go ahead and go into Cinder just because I don't want Sticky to die. I'd like Sticky to get his experience. And tail whip. And he's poisoned. So we're gonna tackle him. Tackle. And he's tackling me. And poison might finish him off. Alright, nice. That was a good first battle. Sticky poisoned somebody. Cinder got a level. And nice. Alright, we're doing pretty good here. So we're actually going to go ahead. We're probably going to do one more battle here because this is a required trainer, so I'm going to show him. He is technically required. So I'm just going to show him just to get him over with. Youngster Mickey. I know it's Mikey, but Mickey's hilarious. Level 2 Pidgey. I might be able to take this thing down, but we'll see. I don't think they have Guts this early. Pidgeys have pretty weak attacks, usually. Come on, Sticky! Yeah, dude, Sticky's poisoning everybody. Don't crit. 3 health. Go Sticky! You know what? I love Sticky so much that I'm gonna give him a berry. Actually, no. I'm gonna give him a potion because berries are more important. It's overkill, but I'm gonna do it anyway because I don't care. Stop tackling me. So he's doing 3 damage, which isn't bad. And now I'm getting residual poison damage, which is nice. I wish he would do whatever move he was doing before. Go, Sticky. Be super sticky. He's gonna tackle me, and then he's gonna die to his poison. So Sticky actually killed somebody. Go, Sticky. He's level 4. We're actually gonna leave him in, and then I'm gonna switch train. Switch training is a technique where you have your Pokemon be in the battle and then just immediately switch them out. Since they were in battle, they will get XP, but it'll be split between all the Pokemon that were in the battle. So it's nice to do when you have a very high level Pokemon and a very low level Pokemon like I do. Cinder is just gonna be tackling this poor Rattata. And that's gonna pretty much be the end of the battle since I'm faster. And we're gonna get the KO here. And down he goes. So we did a lot in this video. We delivered an egg. We beat up on a redheaded stepchild. We caught a new Pokemon team member, and we basically got sent out to the wild by our parents that don't love us. And we made it here to route... Oh, this is the trainer tips. We made it here to trainer tips. But anyway, I think this is a good place to end. So I want to thank you guys for watching this first episode. And I hope you enjoy. I'm going to keep posting as much as I can. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.